So I'm recording this video for the submission of my task 6.5 full stack immersion course. And the first question is, with which programming languages are you familiar, and which do you prefer using and why? So I'm familiar with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, as well as now I've learned about Node.js as well and Angular, but I would prefer to work on JavaScript and React.js, as React.js is a library of JavaScript, and by using React.js, it helps applications run faster, reduces load time. It's one-way flow for all the data, and what's best is that it has like 3 DOMs at a time, and it only changes the main DOM when it compares it with the virtual DOM, and if there are any changes, then only that particular change is replaced in the actual DOM, so it reduces the load time and speeds up the process. The second question is, briefly describe a project that you worked on and any challenges that you faced. How did you solve these challenges? So during my work experience, I was working on one of the project, which is Sila, and we had a meeting with the client regarding his requirements and how he wants the website to look and all the functionalities he wants in a website. And after working on the website for around like 1.5 months and just away from like 1 week away from the deadline, we received a call from the client regarding the final phase which we showed him, and he had some feedbacks about it, and he was like he wanted the scroll for the website to be per section. It was a one-page website, so the plugin which I used to develop the website was a scroller, and you had to do multiple scrolls to go from one section to another, but he just wanted to have just one scroll to scroll the entire section and go to another one, which was like we need to modify the plugin which used for the website, and by that we also had to see that it works well with the other plugins we have used in the website. So it was a difficult task, and we tried to explain this to him as this might be really difficult and would take time because the deadline is nearby, but he couldn't understand the technicalities of it, and I had to do some research work, browse through the problem at hand, and I made the necessary changes. I was able to complete it within like 4 to 5 days and submit the website to him. The client was really happy with the work, and yeah, we were successful in achieving whatever requirements were put forward by the client, even though the deadline was really nearby. How do you test and find bugs in your code? Briefly describe the process. So the process which I use is unit testing. So we create scenarios for website or web application and write the necessary steps which are required to fulfill each scenario. So after having those scenarios and going through each one by one, we test the application if it successfully meets all the requirements which are described in the scenarios. So that is the process I use. The fourth and the last question is, in your opinion, what qualities distinguish a great full stack developer and an average one, and why? Well, a great full stack developer is well versed with the front end as well as the back end technologies as a whole, and he can have his work around with uh, like he has experience with both front and back end technologies, while the average one might have less knowledge about the back end technologies, uh, or maybe the front end technology. So he might have limitations in working with both the technologies combined. Thank you.